Know your client's thoughts. How to be successful as an expert in business. The big trap for many business experts made by beginners and seasoned pros is that they try to sell their clients what they've got and not what the client needs. Imagine turning up to your local farmer's market wanting to buy some rhubarb to make your fabulous family favourite rhubarb pie. You walk up to the storeholder and you say, "I'd like some rhubarb please." And the storeholder replies, "I've got great apples." This is what a lot of experts do. They offer apples when the client wants rhubarb. To be successful as an expert in business, you need to do two things. First of all, you need to know what your client wants. And second, you need to be able to sell this and pitch this and present this in a way that they can hear that you've got their solution. In this video, I'll share 3 crucial questions you need to ask to show that you know your client's thoughts so you can be more successful as an expert in business. I'm Geoff McDonald, I'm the Ideas Architect, and I've been helping business experts for over 15 years. Usually I work with speakers, coaches, trainers, and authors. And through Anywhere Experts, I help them earn money from what they know so they can live and work from anywhere. Today I'll share 3 simple questions that will help you frame up a way to understand your client's thoughts as well as pitch to them in a way that they'll get it. It's simple and it's powerful. And it applies for both new and existing businesses, and best of all, you can apply it to whenever you're creating a new product or service as well. Make sure you stick around to the end where I'll share my number 1 tip for the best way to find out your client's thoughts. One of the best ways to learn almost anything is to share it with others. So go ahead and share this video with your colleagues so you can sit down and discuss it so you can all learn together more effectively. Now let's dive into our big idea for today: how to know your client's thoughts. If you're an expert in business and you're not getting the results that you want, then there's a very good chance that you don't know your client's thoughts. This usually means you're either selling them something they don't want, or you're selling it in a way that they can't hear that you're the solution for them. I call myself the Ideas Architect because I used to be an architect, but I don't design buildings anymore. Now I design ideas. Now if you heard this, you might think, that's cute, but I don't really need that. And you'd be right. This is an example of a poorly framed elevator pitch. And it's poorly framed because it's all about me. It's a fun way of describing me, but it doesn't address what the client wants. I'll bet there's not a single person on the planet lying awake at night thinking, I need an Ideas Architect. Have you ever been to a really noisy party and amongst all that noise you've heard your name mentioned from across the room? If they'd said anyone else's name, you wouldn't have heard it. But because they said your name, your ears pricked up and you're able to hear something above the noise. That's called the cocktail party effect. Our clients are like this. They're walking around with a problem in their head. I need more cash flow, I need to train my staff, I need to get those products out the door, I need a better website, I need to manage my finances better. If you can name their problem that they're walking around with in their head, then you've got their attention. Once you've got their attention, because you've named their problem, they'll probably think you've also got the solution for you, which opens up the chance to talk with them. On the other side, if you can't name their problem, you're effectively invisible to them. They can't hear you, they can't see you, and they won't be working with you. The solution is fairly simple. It's create a pitch that speaks to them from their perspective, not your perspective, but it speaks to them from their perspective and how they see the world. This is the single most important thing you can do to know your client's thoughts. It's to start thinking from their perspective. Most of us, when we're creating a project plan, write a whole list of things to do, a big to-do list. But in Scrum, they don't do tasks, they tell stories instead. This means instead of writing down the things you have to do, you write down the goals you want to achieve. And most importantly, you write the goal down from the perspective of the end user, the client. It's not only a powerful way to find innovative solutions for your clients, it's also a perfect way to pitch and sell to them because it tells them you're on their side and best of all, that you can help them. And the really good news is that the Agile process has a formula, a 3-step, 3-question formula to help you write your product and client stories. And the formula goes like this. As an X, I want Y so I can Z. As an X defines who your client or end user is going to be. As a Y defines what they want. And as a Z defines their motivation or reason for wanting it. In other words, it's who, what, and why. Let's look at an example from my business, Anywhere Experts. The X is the business expert. What they want, the why, is to be able to earn money from what they know from anywhere. And the reason they want that, they want to live their best life for themselves and their families. So as a complete statement, it says, as a business expert, I want to earn money from what I know from anywhere so I can live my best life. Now let's look at these separately so you can create your own statement. Our first question to help you know your client's thoughts is the X. Who is the end user or the client for our product or service? This is critical because this is the perspective we want to see the problem from. In my example, I said quite a broad term around business experts. This could also be speakers, trainers, mentors, coaches, authors. If you work with organizations, it might be the C-suite, it might be the department managers, it might be line managers, or it might be the front of house staff. If you work with consumers, it might be mums, teenagers, people in wheelchairs, people who love sneakers. Our second question to help you know your client's thoughts is the why. What specifically do your clients want? In my example, the people I work with want to be able to earn money from what they know from anywhere on the planet. Your clients might want to be able to earn money from their website, save money on their tax, write and publish a book, get great results on LinkedIn, create videos like this one. What do your clients want to get done? Our third question to help you know your client's thoughts is the Z. Why do they want to get this done? In my example, the people I work with want freedom. They want to do great work on inspiring projects with great people and ultimately earn good money so they can live their best life. This is all about their motivation. And the key here is that when you know your client's thoughts, and the deeper you know this, the better you're able to provide a deeper, more thorough, more successful solution for them. And that will lead to success for you. A classic question here or example here is, what sort of car does someone want? And clearly this depends. If you're a farmer and you want to carry around some pigs in the back, then you'll probably want a truck or a ute. But if you're a mum and you just want to put the kids in the back to get them back and forth to school, or maybe even do the shopping, very different solution required here. The key is to know who, what, and why they want it. Go ahead and write down what your clients want and why they want it. Now we want to bring all of this together. As an X, I want a Y so I can Z. And once you've got your statement, you can use this in all sorts of places. It's a great way to introduce yourself when you're at networking events. When someone asks you the obvious question, what do you do? Oh, I help business experts, blah, 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 blah. Perfect. You can use this to design products or services, and you can use it to pitch your services to potential clients. And remember, we have a bonus tip coming up where I'll tell you my best way to find out your client's thoughts. Let's wrap up what we've covered here. The big mistake many business experts make is they talk about what they do and not what the client wants. If you want to be successful as an expert in business, then you need good answers to these 3 crucial questions. Who is my client? What do they want? And why do they want it? And here's the bonus tip. What's the single best way for you to find out your client's thoughts? The answer here is really pretty obvious, but the reality is so few people do it that this is like a really easy way to have an advantage over your competitors. The best way to find out what your client's thoughts are is to ask them. But that's only half of it. You need to ask, and then you need to shut up and listen. I told you it was pretty obvious. The best way to do this is to sit down and have a one-on-one with your clients or potential clients and ask them, what do you want? Why do you want that? And ideally, build a business process around this. Usually it's called a client needs analysis, but it could be quite simple. It doesn't have to be a complex document. Just ask them what they want, Why do they want that? And most importantly, write down exactly the words that they say, because that's the crucial thing. You might call it grey, they might call it black. You need to get that nuance about what is the words and the language and the way they're seeing the world, because it's their perspective that matters, not yours. Once you've got the gig, then the expertise that you can provide to help the solution will kick in. But in the first instance, you need to know your client's thoughts. And given you've watched this whole video through to the end, I'll bet you'll be interested in the other 3 videos in this series. That's 1 video for each of the 3 business growth strategies, plus some specific actions you can take. This one is video number 3. And we'll put the links to those other videos in the description down below. One more thing. Once you've written your 3-part statement, add it to the comments below and I'll offer some feedback if you're up for it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video where we'll talk about how to share what you know about business success.